Welcome to Cafe Splendid, and we're once again joined by the Professor, who's fresh from his debut on national television. And we've one of his biggest ever fans, all the way from Sydney, Australia, Tony. Tell us about your trip to Jelsa and why you're here.
Yeah, I've got a lot of relatives first and foremost in Hvar, the island of Hvar, and a lot in Jelsa. But to travel all the way from Australia, it's got to be worthwhile. And to meet the great man in real life, I think, was a big motivation for me to make the journey. Because seeing him on YouTube is one thing, but to have the pleasure to actually have a coffee with him here, I think it's a day that I'll cherish forever.
And I understand that your mobile ringtone has actually got the Professor.
Yeah, that's correct, and I think that just shows in how high regard I actually do hold him, because one thing is seeing it on the computer, but when you do get your constant text messages in Australia, I think it's very good to have them in honour of the Professor, so that's why his voice is on my ringtone.
Okay, can you bring the phone a bit closer so we can actually hear the ringtone?
Of course I can, so...
Fantastic. And then also in the morning you have another, your morning wake-up call is to the Professor as well, I understand.
Yes, of course, because when you're in Australia, you keep thinking of the sunny days that you do have on Croatia's premier island, and so the cvijke are very important, but we know the Professor has another word for them, and this is the word that he uses, so I like this as well.
I see. Fantastic. And so you've come to Cafe Splendid, to the office, and you ordered a coffee. How would you normally order a coffee in Croatian? What would you say?
Yeah, normally I would order a mali espresso sa toplim mlikom na stranu.
Okay, Professor, when you order a coffee, how do you do it? Fantastic. And I understand that the waiter, seeing you in such honoured and esteemed company as the Professor, actually brought you a Frankie coffee. And what was your reaction to that?
Well, I mean, you can see quite here, to me, it looks like a juha, not a kava.
Thank you very much indeed.